And good afternoon, Buzz's Retirement Garage. It's Wednesday, I think it's the 6th of December, 2023. Three reasons why I retired at 63. One, paid off all my bills. My wife and I, we were able to pay off our house. We were able to pay off all credit card bills. We paid off our car. And that's nothing you do overnight. You plan on that, and that's what I had done the previous year, 2 years, was having that goal in mind, um, to get everything paid down, not accumulate more debt, and that's what we did. So we were able to pay the house off, which I'm a little bit leery about that one because at the time I had an IRA or a CD, a retirement CD from another company who was going to give me a pension, small pension, but they were going to let me take a nice cash value. And I decided to do that, put that in the bank in a retirement CD, and wanted something, guaranteed, not in the stock market, um, not an ETF, just something I could have in the bank. At the time, it was paying a pretty good interest rate. It wasn't too bad. Then, of course, interest rates just dropped. So when the CD matured, um, and this was before the interest rate started climbing like crazy. When it matured, I could roll it into another one, but everything was just, what, 0.15%. So it wasn't worth it to me to roll that over for another year or a couple of years at that type of a yield. So we went ahead and decided that we had X amount left on the loan. So we took a lot of that CD and paid off our mortgage, which was good in one respect because it was a burden off of our shoulders. If you can pay your house off and not have to, I've had dreams, I don't know, maybe you have too, of someone coming and repossessing your house because you can't make the payments. I wanted that dream to end. I didn't want that nightmare, I should say, to ever happen to me and my wife. So paid off the house, burden off our shoulders. Now, yeah, it's going to be a taxable event, as the bank lady said a couple times. Definitely remember her saying that. So we'll see how that's going to affect me. But that's a one-time shot. Um, Hindsight, maybe it wasn't the best move, but again, how much does it matter to you to have your house paid off, to have that comfortable feeling that the house is paid off and you don't have to worry about it? Now all I have to worry about is taxes, which aren't cheap. So, three reasons why I retired at 63. Number two, driving to and from Akron, Ohio, from Cleveland. 45-minute drive, 90 minutes on the road daily. 5 days a week, sometimes 6 days a week. That got to be a drag. In October, I knew that we were losing a big account, no fault of our company, but the Toyota Tacoma frame and body was being changed after almost 2 decades. There was a radical change to it, which is coming out for the next model year. And all of the parts that we made for Toyota for the Tacoma went obsolete. So it's a huge sales hit to the company. So you're going to have some downsizing, you're going to have some layoffs, you're going to have some maybe cutting the hours. So I thought, well, that's a good reason to say, hey, I'll save you guys money, I'll retire. You can replace me with somebody cheaper, less expensive, or don't replace me at all. So, depending on what their sales are going to be and their profit margins and all that. So that was a big factor. Number three, and the surprise, maybe a surprise reason why I retired at 63, depression. Believe it or not, I haven't been the same person, neither is my wife, since 2020, August, when we lost our 32-year-old daughter to ovarian cancer. She was out in Vegas, and when I wanted to fly out there to see her, that's when COVID hit in March. As a matter of fact, I had a plane ticket and I had hotel reservations, and they called me a few days before we were heading out there, and they canceled everything. So um, my daughter didn't want us to come down and infect her with COVID. Hey, you're going to sit on the plane for 4 hours. You're going to get COVID, and I've got cancer, and it's just not going to be a good thing. Long story short, she passed in August of 2020. Nothing related to COVID. The following month, my wife lost her mother, who was about 95. Nothing to do with COVID. She was just old. So we had back to back, and it was tough. And I think if you've ever lost a child or something similar, it's something that you just don't get over quickly, or if at all. And I just don't think that we've gotten over it, and I don't think we ever will. And has it changed my demeanor? I think so. I think I look at things differently now. I think I look at things. I'm not as. How do I want to? Rehearsing this, trying to think of ways to describe it is hard because I'm fine during the days, and I feel okay. I feel up. I'm up. I'm uplifted. Everything's cool. But at the same time, no, it's not. Uh, I don't think I reach out as much as I used to. I don't think I'm uh, playful, if you want to call it that, as much as I used to be. I'm just sort of, level drive. And will that change? Maybe someday. But that was the third reason why, without getting into any more details, that was the third reason why, and probably the most surprising reason why I retired at 63. So, share your thoughts, share your pain, tell me what you're doing. Anyway, this is Buzz's Garage. We'll talk to you tomorrow.